What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? You know, this is another Friday. This is what we do.
Yes,
And
yes.
I don't know if you all understand how epic this Friday is, but for us, it's a chance to I just want to play something real quick.
Yes,
This
set the
is-
tone.
The quarantine.
Yes,
And
it
you
is.
watching us live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZ Cool TV, the coolest TV station in the world. And you know, it's a reason things like this is playing in the 2022 election season. I mean, it just goes down like this in Detroit politics for some reason.
And it shouldn't be, though.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But we have to realize that we are literally in a position of change. In a position of a paradigm shift in our city,
Yes, yes.
county, state, and our actual government, federal government.
Yes.
And these are the things that people need to understand that are coming down our pipeline. I say it over and over and over again, ladies and gentlemen. This year has to be the year all of you get engaged. I don't give a damn how you do it. I don't care if you do it absentee-wise. I don't care if you actually go in and vote on August 2nd. But this has to be the year that every single one of us that's eligible to vote go out and do it. Mental health is on the line. Housing's on the line. State funding for programs in the city is on the line. Water's on the line. I said housing already, you know. Environment on the line.
Absolutely. Yes, to make sure.
Actual change is on the
See
line.
my shirt.
So if we don't get involved now, how do you expect anything to change? And y'all gotta excuse me, this peppermint good. That's why I got it in my mouth, because it's a good old peppermint. With that being said, let me just drop a few things. District 5 is a new district, and I have to keep telling you all over and over and over again. Wayne County Commission, District 5. Wayne County, period, has gone through redistricting.
Educate them.
Some of your commissioners may not be your commissioner come next year. And that's not even, may not. They won't be your commissioner come next year. And while we got backstabbers, I'm going to go ahead and just pause this and, get my talking on. So you should reach out to your commissioner, Wayne County Commissioner, and figure out where do you fall into this line of redistricting in Wayne County. It's not about name recognition in 2022. It cannot be about name recognition. We have all seen where that has gotten us and gotten us nowhere. We have to realize that we are the change, and if we want to see change, we have to be that change by any means necessary. Wayne County Commissioners, people ask, what do they do? Well,
Good question.
they're over the budget of the county. They're over your ordinances, basically your laws. They're over your contracts. You want to go out there and see people that look like you cleaning up, doing your roads, doing your Meals on Wheels programs. Those are what your Wayne County Commissioners do. On top of the appointments to those boards, the good old boy boards is what I call them, because some of those people put in their homeboys and their homegirls, and I mean, it is what it is. But if they're not going to work on behalf of us, get them the hell out of there. A lot of funny business with these filings. I'm seeing some names, and I'm just like, oh, okay. For everybody, not just Wayne County. Now, here we go. Here we go. They have decided to join us today.
Oh, you about to say something smart?
No, I wasn't.
Henrietta
Hi,
just joined us, looking beautiful as possible.
Thank you.
With this beautiful dynamic red on,
I got
y'all.
red on. We got to represent the power in the house.
Yes, yes.
The power team.
Yes. She's always amazing and reflecting, gorgeous and queen. Yes.
We back right here now.
Yes.
So,
you
as
got
I
a
say,
cool one, yes.
we got Henrietta in the house, so we got the full house now. The whole
Yes,
team
yes.
is here. Mental illness It's something that keeps going up. I don't know why people are scared to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it until I can't no more.
Yes.
That's it.
Donate to my campaign by calling 313-214-8120 or vote Otis at gmail.com, or you can go to my website, voteotis.info. Now, I'm not going to keep talking because it's Rosalind's time, but I'm going to touch on some things later on, man. But it's 8:06. I'm going to pass 8:05 on her phone.
It's 8:05 on my
It's
tablet.
8:05 for her to do her thing. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm a man of honor and integrity. If anybody ever told you I'm a misogynist, they're a damn lie. I am going to pass this over to my dear sweet sister Rosalind and let her do her thing. Oh, state rep.
That's right. We got to put it in existence.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you
it.
very much, Dre.
That's it.
And I just want to say thank you to everyone that is tuning in to us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all those other social media platforms. Make sure you like, share, and let everybody know Dre, Roz, and Henrietta is on tonight because we have some real, we always say hot topics, but these topics you definitely need
wanna
to
hear.
tune in on.
That's right.
Right?
That's
We
right.
about to go over what we can say a buffet
Oh, I
of
like that.
specific, relevant subject matters that everyone in this city and in the state of Michigan should be, we say, chewing on tonight. All right? So I just have to bring that in the room.
Love it.
And then once again, introducing myself, Rosalind M. Ogburn, as your candidate for the new State House District 3, formerly 9th House District. And so with my Rosalind report, I mentioned it to a lot of the community leaders. If you get these state emails from the state of Michigan Health Department, this, I do believe we say 420.
Yeah.
A lot of funny business went on.
A lot of on 420.
Yes.
The state of Michigan, I think because a lot of people are busy, right? A little occupied with other activities.
Yeah.
But Sinai Grace was put on a hold of admitted or allowing admissions of any more patients due to a candida breakout. I want to say that again. Right now, Sinai Grace, located off of
Schoolcraft and Outer Drive.
no,
Or one-
Schaefer
and
and Outer
Schoolcraft.
Drive.
Sorry, Schoolcraft.
I believe it's 6701
In my district.
West Outer Drive.
Yep, West Outer Drive.
It for the last 48 hours, it has no longer allowed any admissions for any incoming patients due to a candida outbreak. And so I wanted to announce that because I thought that should have been on the news. Right?
Right.
So if anyone is trying to get into any admissions or in the area of, 6 Mile, Outer Drive, Schaefer, Hubble area, call them and ask where are they directing those people that live in that area. Because if I'm in a walking distance of a hospital and they're not allowing any admissions because there's a current outbreak, what are the accommodations that they're doing to the surrounding residents? So I want to just lift that up.
Okay, we got to
And-
circle back around to that.
we're going to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to post it on the link on our page, ladies and gentlemen, so you will be able to find that and look that up yourself and get more in depth on what candida is and how that outbreak
That's
was able
the
to
question I
spread
wanted
at
to
that
know.
capacity. And so I want to just uplift that also as a candidate for state representative, being at the state level. These are issues that come across our office, right? From state type issues funneled through the health department.
Right.
Now I say, and we know as we run, we have top platforms that we come into the room with. Everybody know I'm coming to protect our housing stock, right? I'm coming to make sure the unhoused gets housing.
Right.
I'm making sure we have access to clean
Clean
water and clean air.
Yeah.
But there are some additional checkpoints on my bucket list that I consistently tell people that I have to uplift. When I was running in 2020, everybody know healthcare was the issue because I was making sure I had PPE for everybody and every door I knocked. Actually, I believe I was the only candidate in 2020 making sure when you showed up, Roz had that bag
Yeah.
with your
Yeah.
sanitation, your mask, and your gloves. So when we talk about health issues,
Right.
I wanted to make sure that was the issue on why we had to lift that. And Henrietta, she over here brewing. So we're going to go back there because she the health advocate in the room, right? This red is just not allowing it to show.
Period.
But I wanted to just hover that because sometimes, like Dre lifted up about the role of the commissioners and the role of the state legislative. Sometimes we don't understand how wide in view that role can also be.
Yeah.
Yes, we're sent to the state to create policies, to amend policies, to help the constituents understand and be educated about policies, along with designing and reviewing and spending the budget from the state level.
Right.
But there's other committees. There's other departments
Right.
that if they are directly over in our cities that we represent, we have the capacity to make sure the oversight that our residents are protected. So I wanted to just bring that at the table because sometimes we've kind of been really lackadaisical in really understanding what these state level roles are because we've had representation that has been negligent.
Right.
And I just want to say that as we know the new candidates are coming up, we're going to talk about that later. And as one that has already been seeking to be the leader for former State House 9 and new State House 3, I want to just say that you have to already have the passion and the mindset for protecting and for being able to lead at a certain level.
That's right.
And I say I show up in the room as a whole mother because what that means is that it's not just in what we say a financial mindset, because some mamas don't get paid, ladies and gentlemen.
We don't.
Let's say we the harder working peoples on the planet.
And
I'm
don't
not
get
trying to
paid
negate
for
you
it.
out the room, my brother, but I just had to speak for the mothers
But
to
it's
just
true.
lift that up. And so,
And fathers too, if they're involved.
exactly.
I say that.
And, or
also.
even like we saying, there's those single parents, right?
Right.
So, but I want to just close out and also talking about my district. For those that are in City Council District 7, we do have an upcoming job fair that will be hosted by City Council Fred Durhall. It is coming up Wednesday, May 11th, and I want to make sure people are advantageous and have enough time to get access to this information because the earlier we have, we know we can share it.
That's
and
right.
it's going to be May 11th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., and it's going to be at the new Detroit Carpenter and Millwrights Training Center. That is going to be located at 11687 American Street on the west side of Detroit, ladies and gentlemen, right south of the Davidson Freeway, a little bit off of like that T-select of Oakman and 96 and the Davidson area. So I will post that also, but I wanted to lift that up because once again, construction jobs. And last but not least, before I get ready to transfer it back over to Dre, these jobs are not just what we say jobs that they're temporary.
Right.
They're careers. They're starting off at $60,000 up to $120,000.
Okay.
And in our black community, and we know Dre and Henrietta, for the last couple of years, we've been demanding that Detroiters get the forefront of the jobs. We demanding that they get qualifiable jobs that we can actually strive and take care of our family with.
Right.
So I believe, ladies and gentlemen, these are opportunities we come in the room, but where I want to hover up here, let there be no obstacles and barriers to stop you. If you're having an issue getting there, call your councilman, call your leaders that are in your community and let them know, I need to get there, I want to get there, but I don't have a way to get there.
Right.
And what we want to say is, closed mouths don't get fed.
But you know what? Let me
We
say
have
this.
to start speaking and uplifting about the issues. We know that the Detroit transportation system is not functioning. But if we don't say it loud enough as we advance ourselves and move forward toward careers, not just jobs, we will stay stagnant.
That's
and we will
right.
not grow like we are. So
Roz.
I thank you, everyone, for allowing me to have this Rosin report.
That is
and I
amazing.
pass it over to Henrietta. When
You know, let me say
Go
this
ahead,
because
and
you
I pass
said
it over to
something.
Henrietta.
I'm sorry, my gum is going all over the room.
You can
'Cause
spit in
my-
my face.
I'm, you know what? Put a mask on. But I'm good, guys. So hello to Detroit. Good evening. Raj, you said something for the third time I heard it today. I said it first, and I heard it on the door twice, and then you said it again. Closed mouths don't get fed. So that's telling me something is in the atmosphere. Something is coming because that connection between that statement indicates that when you are in a community and you don't see your community thriving, your mouth is closed. And your vote is not operating.
That's it.
And so as I'm out here today and I was organizing, we were having some conversations on the door, and I got told a couple of the voters, closed mouths don't get fed. And then you turn around and said it. And then I was at another door and somebody else said it. I was like, okay, something's happening here.
1, 2, 3.
I tell everybody, look, this is an election year.
Yes, come on. That's it.
And what I heard on the doors for the last 2 weeks is, my vote don't count. And I had to reiterate that mindset because it was like, okay, let's talk about that a little bit. How is it that you think your vote don't count? I vote all the time and nothing happens. Well, everybody in your neighborhood is not voting, number one. You can't be the only one voting. Get this, hear this, y'all. This is a message.
That's it.
You can't be the only one voting.
That's it.
And your community is not voting. And then you turn around because your community is not voting, which is not the fault of the voters, you don't get what you need. So what needs to happen is that one person who's voting needs to become the leader of that community. And start to talk to your community. Because see, when I was growing up, neighbors talked to each other. They've lost that in this current environment. So that one person that's voting may not deal with the neighbors down the street or across the street or around the corner, up the block or 7 blocks over. So nobody knows how to talk about the change that needs to happen.
Communication.
But they all in agreement that nothing is happening. But not understanding because you ain't voting. And guess what? Said this 20 years ago. They know when you ain't voting. And this is why you don't get the money allocated to your neighborhoods. And I want the elected officials to hear me. And you can call and say, Henrietta, you a lie right now tonight. Be honest with your constituents. If you're not voting, I can't help you.
That's it.
I want to help you. I'm going to do my best to help you. But if I don't hear from you, I don't know what you need. So all the money I'm putting into the people that are talking to me are getting it. But here's where the elected officials need to play their part. If you ain't hearing from your constituents, drop in.
That's it.
Walk your blocks. Walk your
to
communities.
the
I keep
voter.
saying this to all these city council officials. And if y'all think I'm lying, I'm going to say it to you on live. Walk your damn blocks.
You must.
Walk your blocks.
You must.
You're not hearing from your constituents. You should be concerned with that. Not comfortable with
That's
that.
it. That's it.
So when you said closed mouths don't get fed, I just had to enlighten the people on that.
and go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Quarantine live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZ and Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And baby, this is what we do. We educate.
Come on.
We try to get the lost and try to find them.
That's it. No, I was just going to say, the
ahead.
community that you were knocking doors, Detroit, right?
Yep, Detroit.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep, Detroit.
For those listeners,
Yep.
so they know they're out here knocking them doors. I am currently in Melvindale, ladies and gentlemen, knocking the doors in a new community. To me, they're very welcoming. And what I did realize
Lovely.
is like what they said. Oh, we've never had a state representative knock our doors.
You know what? It's amazing that you said that. Because here I am, little old me, supposedly young, don't know nothing, knocking on all these doors in a new District 5, where technically is an open seat, and I plan on being the next commissioner of that district. A lot of people don't, like you just said. I've never had anybody knock on my door unless it was election time. This has been looking like this for quite some time, but I remember you from working.
So
I remember
already
you
in
from
the
working
community.
Already
in the
there.
community.
former Councilwoman Couch. I just had to throw it out there. Real quick.
It is.
But
It
this
is.
is what it is. What it is.
Shout
It is what it is.
For me to be on these doors, and even when shout out to the singers over at McGinney Bethune.
There we go. Come
I
on.
was over there.
Bring it.
I'm about to say, yeah, we had a good bingo night.
Yes. Thing over there with them yesterday.
Love it.
Even the singers in these buildings that some of us go and politicize and BS and jerk around for their votes, even they like, wait a minute, you right. We vote, and we only see these people when they want our vote again.
That should not be.
Should not be.
We're used to seeing you because of how you were taught how to be a politician, aka a change advocate, because that's what you're supposed to be when you're a politician, about
Absolutely.
change. It's
Absolutely.
not supposed to be about what this person says because he's elected and this person says because he's
Right.
elected.
Right.
That ain't who put you there.
That's
No.
right.
Granted, they may have contributed,
Right.
but their money didn't go out and vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's just, for those that might have just started to tune in, like you're saying, being a change agent, I think I have to bring Livonia in the room. She always brings this vernacular and this term so eloquently. A service worker for the community, right? That your heart is committed to the people.
Yes. Yep.
And by that, whatever title or assignment that you may be given, because we've all have worn different type of assignments. Legislative assistant liaisons, right? I've had some deputy directive, political, seats, titles, and so forth. But the reality is serving and working for the people,
Serving and working for the people.
right?
Yep.
And when then take it to all the way to the bottom, being volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go there.
Yep.
And did more volunteer work than we did the pay work.
That's right.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to bring
That's
the
right.
titles first, y'all.
Yep.
Y'all saw it done.
But it
right?
started
Brought
from the bottom.
Yeah,
now we're here.
I mean, real talk.
I mean, we're being honest.
So we're not gonna
we
tell
just
you.
walk into it.
There you go.
It was earned.
And then it took a shift almost of about 5 years ago,
Yes.
5 to 4,
Four. Yep.
that we identified that pre-seat delegates
Yes.
really was no longer holding a banner than they should have been. And then you had the seniors, what we call the veterans,
The veterans. Yeah.
doing the work and was still never paid,
Never paid.
never acknowledged,
Nope.
right? Doing the work. And so I think that was when the tone in the air for us is saying, hold on, when we look at our counterparts,
I say it all the time.
look like they have
Bastards was getting
shifted.
a Trump debit card
Okay.
with
Say
Visa slapped on it.
Platinum.
This cat's signature on the
On the
bottom.
bottom.
They were financially thriving and economically growing at a capacity that we couldn't keep up.
We couldn't keep up. Yep.
And so what we realized that we had to participate.
Yep.
We had to change this because if not, and we just gonna keep it real.
That's
about
right.
5 years ago, y'all know.
Yeah.
And a lot of us not jumped into this game,
Say it.
then we
We
wouldn't even
a
have
chance right now.
the
We
power
we
and the
wouldn't.
momentum we
We
have right now.
That's honest to God truth. That's the honest to God
Really,
truth.
because
Yeah.
we've all circumvented all the same awards.
Yes.
y'all.
Yeah.
Like a mug.
Way.
Like, let me tell you
Second
something.
nature.
Shout out to me again. I forgot I graduated this week.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
Well, and that also shows, I never.
From where? Where did you graduate from this weekend?
Michigan Political Leadership Program from Michigan State University.
And it's a very distinguished program that I
Yeah.
add.
There you go. And how many
It's-
weeks did you
it's-
participate?
We
Was it
did
20,
a
10
whole
weeks, 20
year.
weeks, something
We
like
did a
that?
year, but we did it the unconventional way. Unfortunately, COVID took away a lot of experience that we could have had. But even with COVID doing what it did, it allowed us a chance to actually learn each other on a better basis. We had to make those phone calls. Whereas if we were together for those weekends and those few days, of learning and things like that, okay, we could have just left it there. Well, COVID forced us to actually learn each other. There was Democrats, there was Republicans, there was a few independents.
Okay.
Um,
So we're diverse.
who would ever thought that we went through a simulation where I had to play a damn Republican,
Wow.
and Republicans had to play Democrats,
Wow. Wow.
and it puts you in a situation to where it's like, I can't understand. But it also puts you in a situation where you didn't have those radicals there.
Right.
Because those radicals wouldn't have been able to handle what all
Oh,
of us
no.
was bringing together.
Yeah.
We had a guy that stood up at graduation because we all was forced to give a speech.
Right.
Guy stood up and said, yeah, I was one of those kind of Trump publicans.
Trump publicans.
But when I got into this, it forced me to have to wake up. It's more than just one thought.
Yeah.
How dare me be selfish enough to just believe in one side and not try to, okay, what can we actually do together?
Right.
We've come to a point where our elected officials have decided where it's not about the people that put them there, it's about the party. As a black man, and I want to get into it,
Yeah.
we just witnessed another black man get murdered by another police officer
Yes.
Again.
Again.
on camera.
Full
And
blown
Full-blown.
execution.
it just
Chased
bothers
them
me
down.
that
Mm.
we are so stupid to believe that a damn color is what separates us. I'm speaking red or blue, because
Right.
black and white is just what it is.
It's just what it is. Absolutely.
You have blue people that don't care about black people. You got red people that don't care about white people. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes it's about just shutting the hell up and getting the job done for the people that put you there.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Moving
That's
your
it.
own self
That's it.
agenda out the way.
And as I
That's
sit
it.
here with this
That's
shirt that
it.
says "Be the Change"
Be
on
the
it,
change. Be the change.
oh, it's Miss
change,
Ivy
be
sits
the
here with the shirt that
change,
says
be
"Be
the
the
I tried
Change"
to match
on
it up with a red suit, y'all.
Change.
Yeah, but
We have to actually
There it
look at
is.
that.
And then I gotta say,
Hey,
hey,
now on climate.
on climate,
We
because
here.
today is Earth Day.
Yes,
I know
it is.
I
Yeah,
ran
yeah,
over
yeah.
on my
Woo, woo.
time, but I had to say we gotta protect, preserve the Earth, and we gotta act now.
That's
and
right.
you gotta be the change.
And we gotta be the change.
But
All
even
right.
you know all these situations we just spoke on.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not us, who gonna do
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
it? And that's just. It's not my arrogance. It's just how I feel.
It's just the truth.
I haven't
True.
seen it up
That's
to this
true.
point.
That's true.
Right.
So if we're not gonna do it, ain't nobody else talking about it. So, but that's just my spiel, man.
You're right, though.
I just really feel like, again, another black man just died,
Yep.
and you're gonna have those crazy people. Oh, he shouldn't have ran, and this is. Well, guess what? He shouldn't have got shot in the back of his damn head.
No, yeah, no.
I mean, what happens to just getting him out, putting your knee on the back and cuffing him, and then flipping him over? What is wrong with that?
I'm
What was
honest
wrong with
with
pulling out your taser? Now they said he touched with the taser. Okay, so try another
How
tactic
about
instead of
this?
putting a bullet in the back of the man's head. Yes, don't make him uncomfortable for him to run, cause something made him run.
Very, very much so.
It could have been the aggression or the energy from the cop that transpired out in the other guy. The guy saw it.
This is what
The
I'm
victim
saying.
saw it.
I'm saying, I'm keeping my words few.
Mm-hmm.
We need to change the training laws federally towards our policing.
I second
We
that.
need to stop getting deterred with different campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
Black lives do matter.
Yes, they
but
do.
what it did is kind of deterred us from getting certain policies. Right?
I want to make it
Go ahead.
for those that are calling me on Facebook Messenger, and you know I am doing my show right now. Don't get your Achilles cut. Back to you.
Text it. Sometimes, I think I tell a lot of people, of course, being a project manager, community
ma'am.
organizer,
Yeah.
but an organizer, not an activist.
Mm-hmm.
Because things have to be specifically organized and in an
Very
order,
Very
right?
true.
And
Yep.
this is what we're saying about sometimes when we're just an emotion.
That's right.
Right now, these things are perpetually behaving in this manner, which our police are doing.
Yep. Same.
Because we don't have federal policies that we stand on.
And she on the mic now.
Oh, we have a
We have a
caller.
caller.
Oh, okay, we have a caller. Hello, caller.
How are you?
5.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Great yourself. This is Miles Miller calling in.
Hey, how
Hey,
you
Miles.
doing, Miles? What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I love the fact that you guys are. I think it's the first time I've called in. I'm just loving what I'm hearing so far, man. I appreciate you guys for tackling the tough subjects and bringing to light some good ideas.
So, first off, since you called, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, thank you. My name is Miles Miller. A little bit more about me. I am a candidate for state representative in the new House District 13, which comprises of a portion of the east side of Detroit and the city of Warren. And I am here because, let me just be honest with you. I'm here because a person believed in me who wouldn't let me quit, who wouldn't let me give up on one of my passions. And my passion is to serve people at the highest level. And I had given up on the political process a little bit, but my brother, your co-host here, Mr. Andre Otis, he wouldn't give up on me. He stayed on my behind. He's like, look, man, the people need you to do this. And he made sure I got in this race because the people on the east side of Detroit need representation, and I'm here to stand up for Detroit.
I'm so glad you called, man. But you know me, it ain't about me. It's about you. You know, I appreciate you saying that. But you know, it's people that I key on that I know they can do some great things, man. So, tell us a little bit about what you want to do, my brother.
Well, I think that one thing that gets missed a lot, and I think that the topic you guys are speaking on tonight is perfect. There's a component of our lives that has been grossly affected by mental health,
Yes, sir.
and the ball got dropped at the state level for the state of Michigan, and not enough has really been done to make sure that we are able to get back in a position to help our neighbors, sometimes our family members, cope with some of the things that's been going on. We just went through a pandemic, and we're still in the middle of a pandemic. I know people may go around like it's okay now, but we haven't got the all clear. We're still in the middle of a pandemic, and it affected children, it affected adults, it affected everybody in a gross manner, to be honest. But there hasn't been a lot of resources given or put or focus on mental health and mental health recovery. I want to bring health and restoration to this district, man. I think a lot of people, whether it doesn't matter your color, people are going through some of the toughest times in history, and we haven't had enough programs in place, enough protocols in place to help people get through it. And you're going to start seeing the effects of it if we don't get in front of it now.
Got you.
Absolutely.
I know you. Well, first off, I appreciate you. For running. And currently, I'm looking at your race, and what I'm going to say is, I believe in you, bruh.
Yes, sir.
Do you know how many people are in your race?
Yes, 3 people.
No. It's
Them ain't the people. That's these, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, hold on.
That's these.
They probably had some more.
So these on two?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, them the old ones.
There should be 30.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's 3. I was just stood corrected, and that's what we do here. We educate on the spot.
That's it.
Even
I
when
am
it's
the
live.
oldest.
Yeah, so I expect great things from you, man.
Yes, sir.
For people that don't know, this is one of my Millennial Roundtable brothers.
Yes, it
All right,
is.
all right.
This is
Yes,
one of
sir.
the products from Councilman Roy McAllister Jr. And I mean, I'm just going to say that we coming.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's enough of the shenanigans. It's enough of the games. I can only speak for me, so I'll let you close out your statement because I ain't going to speak for you. Go do your thing.
Yes, tell voters, first of all, I
how
would
to
like
get in contact with you, too.
Yeah,
Right,
how to get in contact with you, but then also because the lines have been redrawn,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about your boundaries of your new district, and then how to get in contact with you and any upcoming events you may be hosting.
Okay, perfect. I know the redistricting is what got my attention because I noticed that the side of the city I live on and the portion of the city I live in classically has not voted well in primary. So that's my first effort is that we're going to do voter education. We're going to get people excited to use their voice of voting because what's been happening here is that a lot of our districts, a lot of Detroit has been cut up into small sections and made it with a heavy voting area in the suburbs. And so that means that we can literally have a season where there is no Detroit-based representation for Detroiters in Lansing. And I don't believe that's good for us. I don't know about nobody else. I don't think it's good for us.
No,
I
that's
think
scary.
we need to have Detroiters at the table.
Yeah, that's true.
I've worked in the House of Representatives long enough. I worked there for 4 years. I understood what happens when Detroiters aren't being heard. We need to make sure that we get out and vote because so many times our votes get stolen from us. Either we're told that they don't matter or whatever the case may be. And especially because this is not a presidential election year, people usually stay at home. My goal is going to be, my first focus is getting people excited to vote because we have to.
Yes,
We
sir.
have to vote in the primary. We got to get up and vote in the primary. The primary is August 2nd. We can't afford to sit down on this. We can't take a pass on this one. We got to vote in the primary if you expect to be heard in the general.
Right.
And so right now, we are in the planning stages for events and things like that. Right now, you can reach me. I'll give you my phone number. You can reach me via phone at 783-6964. You can reach me. I have my actual campaign website is still being established, but I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/I'm with Miles, IMWITHMYLES. I'm with Miles. We're just standing together over here on this side of Detroit. We're not letting anybody concede victory and give away Detroit. We're fighting for our city.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
it. That's it.
Hey, my brother, I appreciate you calling in, man. And we gonna have to get you in here one week, and we got this journey to go through, bro. So let's make it happen.
My schedule. I'm trying to clear my schedule so I can be there with you guys in person. I would love to do it.
Okay. All right, man. Thank you for calling in, bro.
Take care, Miles.
Take care. I love you.
All right, love you too, man.
All right.
And that's one thing I need people to understand. It's all right if a man tell another man they love him.
It is perfectly
Yes,
okay.
it
Hey, dog.
is.
Perfectly okay. I don't know where they get that from. Maybe you're not supposed to.
If you tell another man that I care about you, I love you, that's a problem. Wait a minute.
You start
I'm over
questioning.
that.
You start
I'm
questioning.
over
But
that.
question it for what? My
That's
father
it.
told his brothers in my years of growing up, I love you.
I love you.
My brothers told each other, I love you. Hugged it out, kissed each other on the cheek, and went on about their manly business.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get it in this new environment where that is a disgrace. So I loved it. I really praised it when at the very end when he said that, because that's real. That's real feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think that's what we're lacking today. That
Yeah.
people not hearing, I love you,
No,
and
they're
that
not.
you're cared for, and that someone is there for you.
That part.
And when we talk about mental health
Yeah.
issues,
Yeah.
right? That is knowing that you have a surety that someone's there for you.
That's
and
right.
sometimes
Right.
when your mental start crumbling, when you feel like you're alone
Yep.
and don't nobody
Yep,
love
and
you,
don't nobody
and
love
don't
you.
nobody care. So that is a real
It is
thing.
real.
Like, you know how some of the fellas they be like, I love you, baby. I love you, baby.
Right.
You be like, okay, what is that? But then you be
Right.
like, that's that love
That's that love.
they giving each other in the street.
I
Because
love
guess
it.
what? Some people don't.
They don't have it.
home.
Now
They
about
don't.
some people don't make it back to anywhere to even know that somebody give a damn.
That part.
Sometimes, unfortunately, some of that street love comes with conditions, but them cats really believe that them dudes love them, even though sometimes they don't.
That's it.
They really feel like
And that's why some of
he
them
give
go.
more damn about me than my own parents do.
That's why there it is. That's why a lot of
There
them
you go.
they are
And
very
then- but-
loyal out
But wait
there.
a minute. But there you go. But hover over that big old pink elephant in the corner, though. Because like you just said, having something else tied to it. But that's not mean you no good. But the love at home.
There it is.
Because mama slapped you upside your
Your
head and
head.
hit you with the broom because she said do them dishes.
Yeah.
Now you running out talking about I don't want to
Now
be
that's
there.
something totally
But
different.
I don't want to
That's
be
you
there.
been
But
a
like you
spoiled
said,
little prick.
boom.
there
But
it
we
is.
know, but you
Oh
go to
my
the streets,
gosh.
but like you just said,
Yeah.
your boys say I love you, but then now he
Those
my
conditions.
there you go. Now it's all about doing what you got, what they about being a man and all that
Oh,
bull
we
crap.
gonna go hit this lick.
And if you love
Now
me.
that ain't real love though. So
Right.
we
Right.
gotta
Right.
expound and
Right.
talk about.
Yeah,
that.
we need to talk about that because that's real.
Yes.
You're watching the Quarantine live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at your next Wayne County Commissioner of District 5,
There it
Trey
is.
Otis. Your
That's it.
next state rep of District
Third.
3.
Thursday.
Yeah.
New
And,
Third State House District.
There it is.
New State House.
New.
New Wayne
New.
County
New
District
Wayne
5.
County
New.
District. There it is.
And you're looking at a soon-to-be representative of several races who she's going to help win. We building power.
We
ladies
building
and
power
gentlemen.
here.
And
Currently, our home care business
Yeah, yeah,
owner
that-
and activist.
An advocate
And
for a
there
home care
you go.
workforce in the city of Detroit, across
There
the state
we
of
go.
Michigan. I am literally the face of home care. I fight for advocacy for better jobs, better pay, better benefits for home care providers. We are professionals. We are not babysitters. We are not ass wipers. I know a lot of people think, well, you say home care, they start to think of the lowest of the low. We're very proud of the work that we do, that we bring to families
That's it.
that can utilize our services, and we do it with love, care, compassion, and dignity to those families who can no longer
That's
do
it.
for themselves. So I am a very strong advocate of that. I will advocate until the state of Michigan put into their law books of laws, or until I create that law or finish creating that law, that home care is a work profession. It is
That's
a
it.
profession. It is a profession, and we deserve benefits, pay, dignity, and respect for the work that we do. And I'm going to make sure that we get it. So when I knock your door, I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about voting. That's what you're going to hear me really, really be down on you about.
There you go. And
Because
that's
we
why I
can.
went there about the activists.
Yeah.
Fighting for those policies, right?
Yep.
That do not exist on behalf of those that cannot
Speak for themselves.
right?
That's it.
And then when me and Henrietta hover over here, it's really something real sensitive because when we talk about this, a lot of seniors don't want to leave their home.
Nope.
I think me and Drayden talked about
yeah,
that, but his
yeah,
grandfather, how old is granddad?
98.
And where he at?
At home.
And let me tell you something. He got some of the best wraparound care ever because there's a whole family that's
Uplifted.
like.
That's it.
Uplifted.
That's why I
This
said I
is what
hovered
Papa
there,
put
yeah.
together. This is what
Uplifted.
Papa gonna be.
That's
That's
it.
Until somebody else say, well, you've been in that home for quite some time. We prepared something up here of little something better for you.
There you go.
Because that home down there is falling to shambles because the people down there is turning to be nice. But
But no, but you went
you
there,
yeah.
and I won't even say that my cousin is a nurse, and she's been actually elevated to another role that really is expanding in the nurse and we saying state level to start advocating for more finances to keep them home. Because my auntie,
Yes.
my mother,
Yes.
beautiful as she is, I'm not gonna throw her age out there, but y'all know she say Route 66 last year, so y'all know how old she is, and she has a
Okay.
sister that's almost 10 years older than her.
Wow.
Right? And she's at home with my cousin. And so that's what we're saying,
Yeah,
home care.
home care.
And so the bottom line is she's saying her mama ain't going nowhere. And if everybody
mama
know
ain't
me,
either.
y'all already know. We on the same block. And
Yep.
if I roll,
She
she rolling
rolls.
too.
That's it.
Finding that we're going to get another house on the block.
On the
right?
block.
let me
She
just say
gonna
something
go.
real quick. I know people in here like, damn, they talk about it. Yes, we talk about
About it all.
everything. We may come in here and have an agenda, but whatever that spirit is that flows us to put whatever you
Yes.
need inside your ears, we
That
gonna
part.
give it to
That's
you.
it. Gonna
give it
may
to you.
it may come raw. It may come very spiritual. It may come with a flower. It may come with a rose, or it may come with a piece of coal and some attached to it.
Swinging it for you.
Whatever it is,
It's coming.
we try to give it to you in the best form because guess
Absolutely.
what?
Yep.
We are people from the streets.
There it
I
is.
say it like that.
Well,
but
we are.
We
I
are
can-
people
I'll admit
from the
mine.
From the
streets.
community,
Okay, community
From-
streets.
Community.
like you said.
Yeah,
And
all
then
that.
we say the streets. Oh, I just said it earlier. East side, born east side.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much more sweet
Born
that
east
gets.
side.
I'm on west side.
Move
now,
to the
though.
west side.
I'm on west side now.
West side now, but definitely
know,
born on the east side. Born and raised.
I bring that up because, again, if we don't get it right this year,
That's it.
you can't blame us. You have to blame yourself.
That part.
We've been telling you since I started this show, 2022. And I don't know how I knew it. I don't know how y'all knew it. But we just knew it was going to be something special that had to happen this year
Right.
for change to come, for the better of this city, this state, this county, this nation.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've had to see a lot of negativity to get to this point. We went through a very tragic presidency, and then we got hit with a ongoing pandemic. But the fact of the matter is, we are still here to educate, to get the vote, to be the change that we actually want to see. It's enough with posting on Facebook. It's time to start putting action to them thumbs that y'all keep
That's it.
typing their caps and being so loud and angry and saying. It's enough with putting out so much angry rhetoric on Facebook and YouTube every day, but you just sitting in the house being mad, but you're not actually out
Right.
here
Right.
doing things.
Right.
We got enough fiery and upset people in Detroit. We don't need to keep catering to that.
That's
Let's
right.
take that fire and that anger. Let's move on and let's put some things together. Let's
That's
actually
right.
do the work.
Do the work.
Do the work.
Do the work.
It's easy to rant and bitch and moan and
Yeah.
this person ain't doing that. Okay, well, what are you doing?
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
What
That's
are you
it.
adding positive to this
That's it.
equation?
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
no, you knocking it out the box.
And I'm glad you went there because that is the spin that we have to start turning towards.
Yep.
The positivity towards, like you say, being the change bring in the solutions,
That's
right?
right.
And
Yep.
Rihanna said, we know what the solutions are, right?
Yep.
Towards our health care. We need to get these policies changed.
Yep.
Right? Have what we need to survive.
That's right.
Especially we know we're in the highest inflation ever in history right now.
Right.
But then also, here we go. This is what I'm going to bring into the room. Just because of what happened last week and the funeral that happened today.
Mm-hmm.
We know there still is a temperature in the air
Yep.
that's toxic,
Yes.
that's racist,
Yes.
that has a real boisterous mindset
Mm-hmm.
that they do not want to see not just one group of people,
That's right.
several group of peoples not succeed at the capacity we already have shown ourselves to rise to.
That's right.
But there are specific restrictions and barriers that they keep trying to throw away.
Yeah.
And I say that because as Michigan, we can't forget. We was the test case
Yeah.
for January 6th.
Yes, we were.
Yes, we were.
Yes, we were.
Michigan can't forget. They just tried to kill our governor,
Mm-hmm.
and half the individuals are still walking free.
Yep. Yep.
So why are we saying we got to vote?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we saying we have to participate in getting our voice heard?
Mm-hmm.
Because we have individuals that have made their minds up
Yep.
that they have a agenda that is not in line with ours.
Nope. And they feel like they have a right to do it. That's really the crazy part. Like they doing it with this idea that it's my right to protect. But you're going to use this so-called, it's my right to protect to go kill somebody because you disagree with what they're doing to try to save everybody.
But you know what? What
And they
gets-
walking away.
What gets me with this whole scenario is, I feel like our government has been hijacked by our own players for quite some time. What happened January 6th was just the other side showing the other side, hey, we can act foolish too.
Yep.
Because that was the instruction that was given to say
Of
go down the
course.
street.
Very much so.
Go down the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the city of Detroit, where we went through a BS bankruptcy because we wasn't bankrupt,
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
where our own kind, our own color led us down that very dark road.
There
We
you
said,
go.
hey
Yep.
man, go vote for that. We should go. We should go bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
But we had the audacity to be ignorant enough to put some of the same players back in these seats over
and over
and
again.
over
That's it.
again.
That's it.
But then wonder why in the hell nothing's changing.
And we
Well,
still in a certain
still in
predicaments, and certain sides of the city
Mm-hmm. It still
look like it has not changed.
and it's gotten worse, and it ain't gonna change.
And
So
I
accountability
apologize for
on
going
the-
off first right there.
Because let me
Just-
tell you something.
That's
You hear something out-
accountability
it's
of
accountability.
leadership
I've been
over
saying it all
those
day.
areas.
Exactly what you've been saying, Dre. I've been saying it to people all day. They have the audacity to come back and knock on your door. It's funny how y'all keep on you circling around my conversation today
I said it's
to
a spirit.
ask for your vote again, and they clearly have showed you we ain't gonna do inch for you.
Somebody,
But we do
some
want your vote.
Come on, got a house that been there 20 years, and then you had a representation that's been there
Been there
almost
for
20 years.
and the house still ain't tore down, and the block still ain't had no restructuring,
Come
no
on, no
revitalization.
revitalization or
That's the
nothing.
word.
So
Come
then
on.
the question is, what is it with us
Getting out
that
the
gets
mindset.
stuck
It's a mindset.
saying I'm gonna vote for Timbuktu that I see on TV all the time, but I'm going to complain every 2 to 4 years that nothing's happening.
Right there.
Yep.
What do we say? So we know we got a couple minutes, and we're going to spend on this. What do we say? We can no longer complain.
Okay.
We're turning.
But I'm
the
glad somebody
tide.
else is saying that now.
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Oh, yeah,
we're
it's out
not.
there.
We're not. I told y'all I watched Fannie Lou Hamer. We tied up and we're not taking it no more. We're done complaining.
Done.
We have solutions.
We're gonna move, or you gonna move out the way.
That's
no,
it.
we're gonna move out the way. We're gonna move you out
There
the way.
you go. We have
That's
solutions, and here we go. They clearly didn't have enough qualifiable candidates that was reaching and seeking representation.
That's
now we have
And now
more
we have it.
qualified
But
candidates.
you know what? I don't
Not
even
true.
want to give us that excuse because guess what? I seen you run before. You were qualified, sister.
Yes. But guess what they did? They created a policy
See?
to obstruct my vote.
Of
This
course,
is why
I
I brought that.
understand.
That's why I said there's a temperature in the air that even when we elevate, they create other things to block
Right,
us.
That's
Let me
it.
tell
So
you
this is
something.
why
Yeah.
Michigan, we got to get out here. They created a, wait a minute. For those that don't know, they said what policy? They created a bill that in 2020, if the ballots weren't collected by August 4th at 4 p.m., they could not be open. There are 10,000 ballots in the archives unopened, ladies and gentlemen, for 9th House District. That's the law they created, and these ballots were never collected. So that's why people said, I won. They was in my ballots. Everybody
you
knows,
did.
for weeks, everybody still got mailers.
Right.
Up to September. People still getting mailers with my name on it. Like, why are we still getting mailers? So that's how the ballots were still falling in even to the clerk's office. So what we're saying is, we know that they have a playbook that they try to trump us
Yep.
with working on the back end.
Yep.
Our back end, Detroit, Dearborn, Melvindale, Redford, all our surrounding cities that
Yep.
you know you
Yep.
need to get your representation that covers more Detroit. Because
Yep.
what did your gentleman say? Melton, what's his name?
Miles.
Miles. We need to make sure Detroit is represented.
That's it.
Even in my district, and I'm going to say this and hand it over to you, Drake. In my district, we had some Johnny come late comers.
Oh my God.
They coming in the last 3 days of filing.
Wow.
Nobody even heard of them. I've been the candidate since March of
You've been the
2021.
candidate. That part.
From this seat, not just what we're saying, for the
Not
last
jumping to the
term,
seat.
yes.
Stick
This
to your
term,
guns.
yes.
Yeah.
Not saying, let me think about what I want. We got candidates that been almost tried to reach for 4 different type of positions.
Just here, there,
Yes,
there. Yeah.
because they not committed.
They're not committed.
They're not really focused on representing you
That's right.
in that role and at that level. And this is what I want to say when I pass it back over to Dre. It is the time and it's the season. This is why we saying, Detroit, let's do this. Let's vote. Mr. Miles said, we normally don't vote like this until November.
But
We
gotta
need y'all
do
to
it in
come
August.
out in the primaries like never
That's right,
before.
like never before.
Go
Show up
ahead,
like
Dre.
you showed up for the presidency when we wanted to
That's
get
it.
that other president out. We were dead ass tired, and it showed. And I just said it to a young lady on the door yesterday. She said, "My vote don't matter." I said, "Yes, it does." I'm gonna give you an example. When we wanted Trump out of office, what did this country do? They came out and voted in a pandemic.
Come on.
With their mask. They did everything they needed to do to make sure he got out of office. So if we want the same thing for our communities, we have to have that same
it, that's
mindset
it.
for every election. If we tired of certain school board members, vote them out.
That's
if you're
it.
tired of certain mayors, vote them out.
I
If
love
you're
it.
tired of all certain city council shenanigans, vote them out. Anything you want to happen, your vote can vote them in or out. That's the change.
That's
and that's
it.
where it starts.
So this is about your vote. Come
It's
on
about
now.
your vote.
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
going to say
Dre.
a couple things. I'm going to pass it back to my sister to close out because she needs to drop her contact info for you all. If you've never met me before, I've committed to doing something, now would be the time to meet me. This is my seat. I don't care who is sitting where. This is mine. And I say it's mine because I've laid these roots in this area since I was big. I was popped out at Receiving Hospital. I'm sorry, Hudson. I'm a Hudson baby. With that being said, don't be fooled like my sister said about the Johnny come latelys that have just decided, okay, I'm gonna throw my name in this thing because I need a job or
That's
I want
it.
to be relevant.
Yeah.
Because if you gave a damn, you would have been in the trenches like me and this young lady here for quite some time.
That's right.
Before the big day came.
That's right.
Made your mind up quite some time
time
ago
ago.
that this is
Please,
what you wanted to
please.
do.
That's right.
Please and
That's
thank you.
right.
It shouldn't take 419 to come
Right.
for you to decide, you know
I
what,
wanna run.
I do want to run.
Right.
This should have been something that you decided to do quite some time ago. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Andre DeJuan Armando Otis, and I will be your next Wayne County Commissioner, District 5. You can contact me at 313-214-8120, voteotis@gmail.com, or voteotis.info. And with that being said, I'm passing this mic to Miss Rosin, State Rep.
State Rep
Rosin
Rosin Osborne. Let's put it in
Thank
the
you
atmosphere.
all. I want to just give a shout out to our Facebook crowd, Miss Brenda
got time for
Thompson.
that. We got
Thank you.
8:54.
And everyone that tuned in. You can learn more about me at RosinMOgburn.com. And please tune in and sign up with me and Dre because we need volunteers and we need contributions and donations. 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever you have, because we need to make sure we get our mailers, we get new shirts, and we make sure our car is filled with gas to come visit you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
So we bless you and we thank you for joining us tonight on the quarantine.
$5 for District 5, baby. We out.